Greetings one and all, this is Rhythmworks and welcome to my channel. And today, The Last of Us multiplayer. I love this game, I love this game, I love this game. It has all the ingredients of a very intense team deathmatch type of gameplay that don't involve no jumping up and shooting bullshit, no running and gunning bullshit. Don't get me wrong, I like the running and gunning type of games as well, but this actually sets the whole pace to another new level. I just want to basically bring out some general tips as opposed to in-depth tips, because there are channels and commentators that do a superb job in giving you tips on everything related to The Last of Us multiplayer. So I'm not even going to attempt to even get on that level, because you really have to be not so much anal, but you have to be an anorak, you know what I'm saying, to really get into the game and be detailed about it in ways that I've seen it being presented in detail. But I just want to give general tips. It's for those who have just purchased the game or who have finished the story mode and is entering into multiplayer mode for the first time. Okay, so here we go with some gameplay. Well, first of all, I must apologize in advance. If you have seen this video before, you are absolutely right, because I had uploaded it as part of the Chilling and Killing series, after which I had deleted all of the edited videos on my Elgato, and I had no videos in there left whatsoever. And I was desperately searching for a video to accompany the commentary, and I actually found this in the recycle bin. So small mercies right there. So I apologize for the reuse of this footage, but it's all about the tips, the general tips of gameplay, etc, etc. And the first tip is it's a team-based game. There's no doubt about it, and it's a game that will be optimized a whole lot better if you play with friends as well. But I understand for the fact that, you know, some people don't have friends who play this game in their friends list, but know that it is a game that you ultimately must play as a team and play with future friends. You know, that's what that is, you know, as simple as that. Number 2, be prepared to lose a lot when you enter this game, because, you know, with the cycle of life, you're born into this world and you're amongst people who have basically lived on the planet a lot longer than you, and their experiences are more greater than yours. It's no different within gaming. So be prepared to lose a lot because of the shared knowledge that people have with this game, the tactics, etc, etc, etc. And more or less stick with the game. If this is a game that you like to play, but you're having difficulties in getting a handle on the game, please stick with it. You know, I almost gave up on the game myself, but learning from my mistakes and what have you, it just made me a better player within myself, and as a result, I can't stop playing the game. So be prepared to lose a lot and stick with it. Okay, number 3, learn the tactics of beast players. Now, coupled with the fact that you're gonna basically lose as a new player within the game, you're gonna see how people better than you play the game. If there's one piece of advice that I can give in relation to that, is watch how they play. If you see how they basically play, you know, it works for them. That's why they're winning. So it makes perfect sense for you to learn their tactics and play like them, so that when you encounter players like them in future, they're more wise to the fact that, okay, they know what I know, kind of thing. So take time to learn the tactics of beast players. Number 4, don't try to form a team too quick. You know, what I've noticed is that, you know, people play random games, and they get a good random game, and then all of a sudden they get excited and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna send your friend request, and they send your friend request, and then they jump in your lobby and they say, yeah, we're a team. No, that's not the way to do it. You know, to form a team, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of communication, it takes a lot of technique, and basically from that point you will know whether or not you have a good team on your hands. You know, a good team is never formed just on the fly. It never is. And with this game, even more so, because it is a real tactical game. You know, there's no doubt it's a tactical game because you have less to play with. You know, you don't just have an endless supply of ammunition. You know, you have to find that shit and model that shit and craft that shit. So don't try and form a team too quick, you know what I mean? Because there's certain things you got to learn about all your other teammates, you know, their temperaments, their moods and what have you. Because you're going to have good games, you're going to have bad games, you know. And just because he might be upset with you because you didn't point out the enemy's position, that's nothing to say that they have anything against you as a human being. And some people might take it the wrong way, and as a result, they just tell you go fuck yourself and leave and block you and all that kind of shit. You know what I mean? So you don't want to lose friendships because you was too eager. So don't be quick to make a team after 1 or 2 random games. Okay. Tip number 5, microphones. I cannot overstate the importance in having a microphone. You know, if you have a microphone, right, that's one thing. But if you have a microphone and you don't speak, that's worse than not having a microphone. If you have a microphone, speak into your microphone. I know there are people who speak softly and what have you, and that's something to kind of get used to with somebody who likes to hear clear, concise, loud commands and what have you. But if you speak up and you communicate very well, you know, your microphone is basically one of the best weapons to have in your rucksack, more or less, you know. So speak up, give your locations and give your intentions as what you are going to do, so that the rest of your teammates knows that and they can basically back you up. It's not about getting as many kills as you can. It's not about that, you know, because if you work as a team, it's like, you know, the kills will be spread across evenly. If you don't have no mic, you know, the best thing you can do is listen and keep close, right? Keep close to the peeps who have a mic. That's the best thing you can do if you don't have one. Because obviously, you know, sometimes, you know, there are situations where people can't afford microphones, or they're in between mics or what have you. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing bad on their part. You know, it's just might be an economical situation why they don't have a mic. You know, but if you don't have one, you know, stick to people who do. And if they see that you are sticking to them, then, you know, it takes the heat off them, you know, because nothing is as frustrating as someone with a mic saying to someone without a mic, okay, did you hear what I just said? Did you hear what I just said? Did you hear what I just said? Move to the left, move to the right. And, you know, you're seeing them move in different directions and what have you. So, no mic players, listen. Keep close to the peeps who have a mic and follow direction, because it's for all of our benefits to win the match, to win the game. Okay, number 6. Oh no, I'd stick it on number 5. Have an intention to buy a mic. Please, have it in your intention to buy a mic. That's all I'm saying. Okay, number 6. Don't run around the maps, man. Don't run around the maps, because you're going to be lighting up your location with people like me who has covert training where if I crawl, people can't see me on the map. So I will serve as a good flanker, because once you use your mic and tell me, okay, I'm over here, I've got enemies on my right hand side, right? Then, or I got enemies ahead of me, I'm going to try and flank them and go behind them with my covert mission, or covert whatever it is, and covert trading, sorry, and try and flank them because they can't see me when I'm crawling. But if you are running right past me, it renders my loadout freaking useless. You know what I'm saying? And covert training level, whatever it is expensive to have in your loadouts. And it doesn't make sense to have that when you're going to have teammates that's going to give away your position by just running like the clappers past your ass. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful, you know. Yeah, I mean, run to the supply boxes and what have you, you know, but don't run around the map aimlessly, and think about your teammates that you are actually moving with. You know what I'm saying? If they're crawling, you crawl past them and you run after you've reached a safe distance away from them. So at least my position won't be given away. It's just one of my pet peeves anyway. But that's more or less that. Okay, number 7. Have a gameplay before you enter the main lobby. By that I mean that you're gonna encounter side missions and risk of population missions as well and what have you. So as a team, you need to communicate very well as to what your present position is and how the other team can basically help you. You don't want to be doing that in the main lobby, get all excited and going to the main lobby and want to kill mofos, you know what I'm saying? Because at that point, you're gonna have to choose your loadout, you're gonna have to choose your missions, and now Naughty Dog has basically given a patch to the game where you only have like around 10 seconds to make your choice. It makes it even more intense when people don't get their shit together before that time, and then the next thing you know, you've got a risk of population mission of 8 downs at long range, and I don't even know how long is long range. So by that point, it's like I've already known that I've lost all of my clan members, and that's gonna piss me right off. Okay, 8, know your loadouts. You know, stick with the loadouts that is beneficial to you. Use your boosters to maximize your missions. That's number 9. That's just self-explanatory. Number 10, do not underestimate low-level players. Do not underestimate them whatsoever, because what I find is that just because you're a low-level player doesn't mean that you suck at the game. You know, they could just be beasts at shoot 'em ups, but they just starting this game out, and it's not going to take them long. You know what I mean? So don't underestimate them, and don't show your underestimation by chatting that shit on the mic. You know what I mean? Bullshit. Number 11, congratulate good players. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not their fault that you suck. You know what I mean? I tend to do that in order to I tend to basically do that just to kind of level off the situation. Do you know what I mean? You know, and once you recognize their skill, it makes the defeat more painless. Number 12, don't engage with trash talkers, because if you engage with trash talkers and you lose, it makes the defeat more painful. Trust me. And tip number 13, the piece of resistance, the pièce de résistance, is to have fun with the game. Know from the get-go that there are beast players in this game that's played the game from day one. I mean, I've bucked up people who are like level 180 after a week of release. You know what I'm saying? So know that there are people that's going to be better than you. Know that there are people who suck and want to get to your level, you know? And there are some decent players out there. There are some greedy motherfuckers out there, you know? But there are some decent players out there that wants to have an enjoyable team experience. And, you know, through your gameplay, they will see your gameplay and listen to you, hopefully, if you have a microphone, and they will know that you seek the same thing as they do, and friendship will form as they do, and clans will form, you know? So have patience and have fun as well with the game. Anyway, I hope these general tips has helped you get a shoe into the game with a little bit more confidence and what have you. And if not, you know, there are plenty other videos out there that are more in depth. I'm just a lay person and like to just deal with things in a lay person kind of way. So have fun. If you are thinking about getting the game, what's taking you so long, bro? Get the game. You need to get the game. I think this game and Grand Theft Auto is going to be the two hotly contenders for Game of the Year, and also Beyond Two Souls. But in the meantime, get this game. Or if you do have the game already, I hope that these tips will have proved of some benefit to you. Anyway, I'm out of here. Until such time, have a blessed day. Happy gaming. I'm out. Till the next one. Peace.